So according to our agenda, I'm going to teach today something called modifiers, a second explanation about editable polys, and how to make glass and windows. Okay? So please pay attention. I'm going to start now. First thing, the modifiers list. I'm going to make a cylinder for this example. My recommendation every time is A, select the shape, go to this little rainbow next to the sun, the create button. That rainbow is called modify, and there you are going to find all the parameters that you can change of this. The radius, the height segments, cap segments, and the sides. In this moment, you can see that we have 20 height segments. I need the 20 segments because in height, because I'm going to bend, okay, the object. Mister, I have some furniture in my room that with strange legs, okay, like too curvy. So how do I do that? Mister, in my bathroom, of course, the tap of my sink, it's bended. How do I do that? So I'm going to teach you only one modifier. There are tons of modifiers. You can explore them later. But I'm going just to teach you this for you to learn how to or where to find them. So I select that. My recommendation, put high segments if you are going to bend something. Then in the same modify button, you are going to find a second option, modifier list. Just display it and you'll have lots of modifiers. The one what we need is this one, bend. You can find it in the list like that, or just come here and type it, bend. Hit enter. You are going to see an orange cage around the whole shape. That means that the modifier is loaded, is there. We have some aspects or some characteristics that we can change here. One of them is the angle, direction, and the other one is the axis. In this moment, the bend axis is in Z, okay, the Z axis. I'm going to try there by moving the angle, okay, holding my mouse there up and down. Look, up, down, and I can bend it, okay? I can bend it, and I can change also the direction there, here, okay? So this is how you can use the modifiers list, okay? That's only one, bend, but there are more. You just explore them if you want to use them and you find something that, hey, applies for your modeling, for your model, use it, okay? So the second thing is the editable poly function. I'm going to make a box, okay? Remember that since we are working with geometries, we have vertices, faces, here are called polygons, and we have also borders and edges. But in this moment, I cannot control them because I have to first convert the shape to an editable poly. So I select the shape, make a right click, convert to editable poly. When you do that, you are going to see under all the editable poly options these icons. The first one that you can also pick with by hitting the number 1 on your keyboard are the vertices. The second one with number 2 is the edge. Number 3, border. Number 4, polygon. Number 5, the whole element. So, but if I do that, in this moment you can see that I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the one in the back, 8 vertices, because I didn't add more segments. So before converting the shape to an editable poly, my recommendation is, hey, according to what you need, go to modify and add some segments. In length, I'm going to add 5 in width and 5 in height. That means that you can right now convert it to editable poly, and look, vertex, you have more vertices to change. Let me change the color of that and you'll see more vertices. more edges to move, okay, and more polygons. So what do we do after this? Look, I'm going to select this ones. Let's say that I want to make a kind of hole there, but without deleting any polygon. I have some edit polygon options here: extrude, bevel, breach, outline, inset, flip, hinge from edge, extrude along spline, edit triangulation. I'm going to use just 2, and you can explore the rest later. Extrude, I'm not going to click on the extrude button. I'm going to click on the settings of that option. You are going to see this, okay? These options. Here you can pick local normal, for example, and from these arrows you can start extruding out or in. And then you click on the check if you like that. That's like the enter. Or the plus if you want to repeat that. Or the X if you don't want to apply it. I liked it. Okay, do this. Mister, now I want to use a different one, the bevel. Okay, so I'm going to select, for example, this. These polygons. I moved something there. Now, like that. Holding control, you can select the polygons like that. Okay? So, bevel, the same in the settings. And look, with the bevel, you can make like those specific borders. If you take a look at, for example, the monitor of your computer, you have the screen, but you have a border there. So you can extrude it to the inside a little and then make a bevel, okay, como unos bordes. Sorry for that. So you can move it, look, out or in, and then in this option you can do this or this. Hit the check, and now you already have a different shape. To tell you the truth, guys, with this, like pushing and pulling vertices, moving the polygons and adding more edges, all those things, from only one box, you can make up, for example, a person, okay, a character, an animal. So you can do organic modeling, okay? So that's the way they design all the characters of the video games and the movies that you play and see, okay? So, and the last thing, Mister, how do I make something transparent? For example, glasses, okay? So I want my window, the railing, I mean the frame of the window, and also a glass. It's so easy. I'm going to make, let's say this is the glass. Let me change the segments. Okay? This is going to be the glass. Okay? So I select the glass, hit the letter M. You are going to find a different window, not this one. The window that you are going to see is more advanced, is this one. Look, this one. This is called Slate Material Editor. There is where we are going to apply the materials, and for example, a stucco, if it is made of cement or I don't know, something like that, and the textures. Okay, if it is made of wood, if it is made of glass, if it is made of metal, if it is made of whatever you want to apply. Okay, but we are not going to use this one because it's quite advanced. We are going to use the basic one. So you go to Modes, Compact Material Editor, pick one of these free balls. All of them are going to be empty at the beginning. Okay, this one, this is called Slot. So turn the background on to see how transparent you want to make the ball by changing the opacity. Lowering the opacity. Then look how transparent it is. Drag it to the shape, and if you see, it's transparent now. If you want to put a color, click on Ambient or Diffuse. Pick a color you want. That's okay, and now it's like that. Any questions? No questions? Okay, thank you so much. Hold on.